So Shane is back. I watched the whole thing. Olivia, you liked it. Not to throw you under the bus, but I am curious what you liked about it. We're honest and open here.
I felt like he said things that if...
You want to watch the cancellation part?
No. Well, yeah, if you want
here,
to,
let's
obviously.
Here he addresses how he's been.
Okay.
But like, I guess I was expecting more of a story, but it was kind of just him rambling. I felt like it was just him rambling and desperately trying to edit it into something interesting. That's what I felt.
I think he's gradually coming back. You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't made a real video in 2 years.
And
really? Has it been 2 years?
Yeah, his last Jeffree Star video was like December 2019.
I thought it was 1 year.
Time flies.
No. He did his Jeffree Star series and then his like apology video.
Well, I think that is a pretty long time to kind of reflect.
I agree.
Well, I liked what he said when he said, I didn't leave the internet because I wanted to hide. I left because I felt like I should.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. You know, the fact that he left 2 years ago is the guy had the decency to at least bail and take time and reflect. And so,
Which
like,
I think that's important.
Wait,
that is respectable.
Demon in my house. Was that like a normal video?
Oh, that was like one. He was going to start horror. I think this is kind of him
continuing what this
the
was going to
Demon in
be.
My House.
Because that was in June 2020.
Yes, and then he posted his apology video.
Right.
Well, anyway, this is the first part of a series. Like, dude, the actual content itself is just so fucking miserable. I guess I'm not a genre of the spook genre, but like this is particularly bad. He moved to Colorado or somewhere, and it's like the dude is so desperate to make things spooky. It's like, dude, you're in fucking Colorado, living this peaceful, beautiful rural life, and all this. It's like, you're not going to find any haunted ranches. I don't know, but it just, the whole plot just seems so silly. Like, there's one point.
Some people seem to think that that's wrong, that it wasn't 2 years, that it's 1 year. I don't know. Just
1 year?
Sure.
January 2020, so
almost
1
2
month
years.
after, yeah.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
And I'm also, people are saying like, I don't like Olivia anymore.
People are saying that?
Yes, I feel conflicted about it.
Okay. Hey, listen, you guys, we appreciate this is honest, good discourse. Because if you'll notice, this Shane video has pretty much overwhelming support. So
still #1 on trending, too.
#1 on trending, like, what the fuck? YouTube, the king of promoting some dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
With peace and love.
They really are, with peace and love.
Dude, if Harvey Weinstein made a video, YouTube would trend that shit #1 all week. O.J. Simpson upload a video, how I did it. YouTube be like, #1.
To be fair, if he did that, it probably would be trending pretty hard.
That'd be pretty fire.
Like, people would be watching that, for better or worse.
Yeah, pretty fire content. But here's one particular part of the Spook Fest that I thought is right here.
Okay, here's what I'll say. I'm very, very, very disconnected.
Wait, I think I clicked the wrong link. Bear with me here.
This is a little...
Were you a big fan of Shane? You were?
I was, yeah.
Was the whole cancellation thing very hard to process for you?
I mean, it was super surprising when everything came out. It felt very weird. But, I mean, when all that happened, I felt the same way as everybody else. It was disappointing.
Mm-hmm. And then I had a hard time the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, I couldn't even get my
Ruined your
yogurt.
weekend. It is hard to process it all because it's very hard. It is very hard. Well,
I think they're good ghosts.
Watch this spooky moment, Hila.
Yes, I am.
No, I think my mom's house is haunted, and we have angels looking over us here.
That's not one of your angels.
Oh, he keeps quoting this guy who literally looks like he has 10 views. Like he calls himself a demonologist, bro.
What happened?
A PhD.
What?
Watch this.
Oh, I don't know.
What level is he?
Are you serious? Did you? You really?
Wait, this is important. This is the scariest moment of the.
Uh-oh.
This is very important.
Your
Get ready.
angels.
Content warning.
What happened?
Your mom's house.
What? Oh, I don't know.
Are you serious? Did you? You really? I was gonna ask you about that like 2 hours ago, but I was like, I don't know if it's a sensitive subject.
I don't know. I probably hit
You don't know what that is?
No.
What just happened?
Wait, stop. You're scaring me so much.
Are you serious?
That?
What?
I don't know.
Well, it's
Shut
fresh.
up.
It's new. It's gonna hurt.
No, it was there when we were
That is
filming
clearly a
earlier.
scar.
Well, so it's been
That's like
there,
a
so I
massive trauma scar. And he's like, I don't know.
don't know. I'm clumsy. I probably
They get
did
so
it.
scared because they were just in his basement. It's apparently haunted.
So
So stupid.
this is a horror movie.
That's going to be a negative spirit.
Yeah, this guy.
Seriously. No,
Mega
100% the
Sonic
same
EXE
energy.
Yeah,
This is
so
a J Station video right now.
anyway, the actual spook of it is just really, really bad. But let's evaluate the cancellation
Connected
addressing.
from the person that I was in my early 20s to a point where when I see that person, it makes me feel really sad and sick to my stomach. But some things I've learned over the last year and a half is I can't just pretend like that person didn't exist. So I've really come to peace with that, and also, and I don't want to get too much into this, but because I felt like I had made a lot of growth before I got canceled. The last 5 or 6 years in and out of therapy, dealing with stuff, I feel like I grew as a person. I feel like I learned a lot. I would never say or do any of those jokes, any of those things ever that I did back then. So it was a weird thing where like I felt like I got to a
Love the inspiring music. I don't know, bro. I was never a fan, so I guess I have no emotional connection to him. But
Yeah,
I had a hard time watching this video.
there are also like some things obviously that it's not my thing to accept an apology from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
The blackface and stuff?
yeah, that's not for me to even.
Right.
So I don't know.
Also, like the thing about the blackface is that like he did it so many times, bro.
I know. It was.
Those compilations were so wild.
Yeah,
Like, what
but
the
also
fuck?
the ones that were even the kind of the craziest was the shit he did with the Fine Brothers.
Yeah, that was also.
The
It was a
little
lot
doll.
of stuff, obviously. Yeah.
Oh.
You remember the Fine Bros shit? He had like a little doll that was like
do
a
remember that
child.
now.
Yeah.
That was making all these sexual jokes, and it was so fucked, bro.
what the frick?
It is weird to think like, I'm not saying this to excuse Shane or anything, but like in that era of like the late 2000s, early 2010s, like pedophile jokes were like all
Popping
over
off,
like everybody
right.
thought that was hilarious.
There was
and
like
it's
jokes
really
about fucking dead babies
all
That
the
was, like,
time.
hit, yeah.
All the time. And it's weird. I mean, it's not, I guess it's good, I should say, but like the last decade, I feel like there's been a huge awakening to like, oh, pedophilia is like not funny. It's pretty serious and it's a huge problem. But it's just interesting to see how much that's
I think it was that
changed.
in combination with some of the things he did with like people. There was just a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Of fucking
Yeah,
shit.
those compilations were brutal.
But was there anything recent? It was all like fairly old. I'm not super familiar with all the receipts.
I'm pretty sure it was all pretty old,
'Cause
but
he's-
he did say in his video that I thought was actually kind of good. Is he was like, although I feel so disconnected from who I used to be, this past 2 years, like I've had to accept that that was me and that is me. And I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yep. You did those things, dude.
So, I don't know where the line of forgiveness. Yeah, AB, you can use the mic, bro. You don't.
Oh no, I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh,
No,
you're donating to me.
just
Thanks,
donating.
bro. Yeah,
Anytime.
it's true. Thank you, bro. it's true that the Smith. Well, you said the Smith family went after him with full force, and nobody survives that. But he seemed to have survived the Smith family wrath.
I feel like that's kind of the not to necessarily comment on Shane, but more about how these things work on the internet, which is it's kind of disappointing to see how people just get away with everything.
That's the other
unless
thing.
it becomes like super serious.
Well, like
people
Bill
just get
Cosby
away
had the R word, like 60 people.
And by the way, he's out. So
That motherfucker got out. I keep forgetting. Bill Cosby is out. I would like to see a redemption arc, Bill Cosby redemption arc, Shane documentary.
I was about to say maybe Shane will team up.
And it'd be called A Cup of Jello.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Cosby defending R. Kelly too?
Oh,
Yeah,
of course, bro.
Cancel culture, run amok.
Yeah, at one point, people go, "Oh, cancel culture is ruining society." But
Right.
then you have people like Shane, you have people like David Dobrik, and David disappeared for like a month. Shane at least disappeared.
James Charles, like
James
completely
Charles,
unfazed.
James Charles worse than all of them. These people are unfazed. Well, they take a little bit of a hit, I'd say, but like relatively. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I wasn't sure what to expect, but the kind of overwhelming support for Shane is surprising to me. And but
I mean, it's
more
the
so
same with
James
all-
Charles.
Yeah,
James.
he still gets support too.
Thing is, James Charles is actively a predator. Shane did and said disgusting and offensive things. James Charles is actively a predator.
Yeah, cool. I think you make an argument that what James was doing was worse than Shane.
And this is shit that's like happening. This is shit that
at
just
least
happened.
at least of what's publicly known about what the two did.
I mean, David Dobrik kind of is a danger to society. I'll be honest. Like, he's already back to like trying to injure his friends and stuff. But I guess everybody's willing in that situation. Or I guess not in the. Bro, I don't know. David's a piece of. David's a freak, bro. Like, seriously. I don't know what to say.
People are
about it.
saying Shane is worse. I
Shane
guess
is worse than James?
we
How?
I guess we don't.
We should have one of these people call in. Because people always say.
Shane, yeah, lots of people. Shane is worse than James.
How?
I don't
think
so.
we need to put it on a who's worse than who, because what they're doing are different things. I don't know.
Wait. James is actively trying to fuck
underage boys.
How is it worse than that?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I mean, I've seen the texts. What's alleged about that?
Right. Well, yeah. He contends that they lied about their age.
Okay. Well, still try to fuck an underage boy. You know what I'm saying? That's just the facts, brother.
Actively searching for younger people to be in a relationship with.
I would like to. I just don't understand the Shane is worse argument. I understand he's really fucked up, but I mean, you know.
Unless there's something I'm unaware of, I guess
That's
I should
what I'm
say.
wondering, because I always
was
hear
there.
Well,
because I didn't follow the
There's those
Shane
good ones.
cancellation closely, to tell you the truth.
Is
So
there-
like maybe there was something in there that was as bad as that.
A
But
lot of people of color gave Shane a second chance, but he showed that he didn't grow as a person, and we're tired of giving mediocre white people passes.
Okay, so the comment is that we gave him a second chance. People of color gave him a second chance, but how did he do something recently
think
since then that was
maybe-
racist?
Maybe it's about the way he addressed things, is that they felt that
it wasn't sufficient.
it wasn't really understanding
I mean,
the
that's
issue.
totally fair to not feel like
So-
the apology is good enough.
One critique I had of this,
Like calling the stuff that he did jokes, where for some people it's not just a joke.
he didn't own it enough.
That's totally somebody's right if they were the one that was personally offended by what he did to not accept his apology or think that it's sufficient. And just to clarify, saying that what James did is worse isn't saying that what Shane did isn't bad. Like both can be
Yeah.
bad. It's just one
The thing is,
actively preying on somebody. I
There's
think is a little
certain
bit
things
worse.
that I feel people can learn and grow and change from, and then there's certain things where I feel like I don't know Shane. I don't know what he thinks in his heart and stuff. But like, there's other things where James seems to be like actually pathologically fucked.
Also, another comment is canceling someone who is trying to change is like sending someone to jail without hoping for rehabilitation, you're all animals.
Wow.
It's intense.
Shane,
Listen, I mean-
all right. I hope someone.
But like you were saying, I mean,
you're all animals. Calm down.
the whole thing with these cancellations is like you were kind of alluding to. Look at the reception of this. I mean,
Who's
cancellation.
canceled?
Well, it's just maybe they're canceled, but like maybe this whole discourse about canceling and the intensity of it is a little. I mean, is this not evidence that it's a little overblown? I don't think outside of people that actually commit crimes, like when you lump in like somebody like Bill Cosby was canceled. He wasn't canceled.
He was arrested.
He was arrested for being an R-worder. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, and
yeah.
that's
not a
on that's not a
cancellation.
cancellation. That's on a different level. You know, people taking reputational hits for doing fucked up things is nothing
It's
new.
always been a thing.
That's always been a thing, and maybe social media makes it seem more intense. But
that's very
I
good
mean,
point.
Shane's going to be fine. James is going to be fine. David's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's, you know, you've been canceled, Ethan. You're fine. Canceling.
Well, you don't know that.
Well, you're fine
But
in
I'm
some
fine.
ways. In some ways, you're not fine.
Yeah.
But
I think that's the thing that cancellation is also, it's partly also how that person is going to take it and what they're going to do about it themselves.
Yeah.
Like, certain people choose to disappear for longer and they really take it very seriously and go and reflect. I don't know what Shane has done. I feel like it's going to take time, and just over time his actions will have to prove one way or another. I don't know.
I do feel like he took a responsible amount of time off, though, as opposed to David and James, who are like, "Hi, sister, back to the excavator." So,
Oh no!
but yeah, it's like, I mean, listen, guys, there's no good in a society
It
where
sucks
people are
that,
irredeemable. Like people, we need to give people the opportunity to grow and to change and to redeem themselves. Obviously, it's everybody's right not to want to forgive them, right? Like, I'm not saying anyone has to forgive them, but like,
And yeah, I think I'm not sure how I feel about him still, you know, ever since everything came out. I'm not sure what I feel about him, and I'm not going to be quick to be like, hey, Shane. But I don't know. He can go on and do his stuff, and I guess we'll see.
the thing that I do have a criticism of his apology in this video, because first of all, he has never addressed this, and this was his big moment to address it. And the stuff he kept saying was like, I don't want to spend too much time about it because I'm at peace with it, and I don't want to make my whole life about this and always talk about this. I was like, dude, this is one fucking video. Like, you should need to address responsibly how you basically spent like several years in blackface. Like we need to unpack that. I need a little more from you. Like he tried to gloss over everything.
Right.
Like, I'm okay. I don't want to dwell on it. I'm embarrassed. It's like, bro, you got to do more than that. People in chat are saying he kissed a child on video. Did he do
did.
that?
At
Dude,
one of
there's
his
so much.
meetups, like a
Love is like,
yeah.
so much.
There was a lot of
Both
stuff.
James
It's
Sorry.
really
Wait,
hard to
his-
keep up, honestly.
Wait, what's the story with he? Yeah, I know. There's so
It's
much,
so
He was-
Shane,
yeah.
bro.
He was at a fan meetup, and I think the fan asked him to give her a kiss or something,
Oh
and
shit!
he did it.
I think I.
Like a
Dude, Shane
like
was
Like on
disgusting.
I mean, they didn't make out, but they did kiss.
We have to go soon, but
Love-
I'm having too much fun.
Love, do you want to talk more about it?
Yeah, you know
Sounds like
about
you have
the
a
whole
strong
kid
opinion.
kissing thing.
No, I think both James Charles and Shane should be off YouTube, honestly. Because there's so many weird, disgusting old videos of Shane with kids, not doing anything super weird, but just giving off really weird
It's
vibes.
just yeah,
it's the
one I-
volume of it, like the
volume
amount
is
of
on.
it.
It's not one
it's
video.
not two, it's not
Yeah.
three. There's
Yeah.
It's like dozens and
20
dozens.
plus.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Well, the
fair enough.
thing
Fair
is-
enough.
And also, I saw the one with his cousin where he was talking about like sexual stuff with her that was super disturbing, and he was old enough to know, and she was so young. But yeah, there's just the volume of Shane. See that I'm not. But yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't know.
It is scary because like with the fame, there has to be a responsibility on his side, and if he doesn't have that responsibility, then,
Right.
you know.
Well, I mean, that's ultimately YouTube's call of whether or not they want to allow him to exist.
Well,
on
he's
the
number one
platform.
trending,
And I was
so-
about to say, apparently they've made their intention clear because the trending page is not it's not automatic like that.
Oh, no.
There's somebody behind
The trending
it that
page
put that
is
there.
100% curated.
So that tells you where they stand on it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if people really think that he's a danger and shouldn't be on the platform, they should say that to YouTube.
A
lot of people also kind of always. It's hard not to bring up Jenna Marbles because it's just.
Well, she's self-imposed cancel.
Yes,
herself.
exactly. And it's so. In her case, everybody wants her to come back, but she doesn't.
I hate to break it to you guys, but I think she's just over it. I think
Maybe.
she's just retired, man.
Maybe someday she'll miss it and won't
Well,
come back.
she did like a tiny fraction of stuff that Shane did.
Right, like
the least, and then but she being a responsible,
yeah.
well-intentioned adult who hasn't done this stuff in forever, put herself a self-imposed sanction on herself that she needs to get offline, like that's like unprecedented levels of maturity from YouTuber.
Just
you know.
saying.
And so
Just saying.
I don't know, man. Shane he's a fucking freak, bro. That's for sure.
Somebody donated $5 said, Ethan, Shane effed an animal.
Oh God, I forgot. You said
There's so many things.
He just dropped that song. He just dropped that song. That's true. I forgot.
I hold to this day, from the first day it happened, that story was too detailed to not be. That motherfucker definitely jizzed on his cat, and I hold to this day that happened.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
That might be enough. That might be enough to warrant
To jizz on his cat?
a
So
deplatforming.
many things.
Also, I remember he said he was like 17 or something when it happened. I could
Yeah, I
be
don't
wrong,
know.
but I
I
remember
don't
him
know.
being like kind of old. He wasn't.
I
like
mostly
8.
just remember the tweet, which really is.
Pull up the tweet. If we're gonna talk about
We're talking
Shane
about, like,
redemption arc, we
We're
need
talking
to
about
read the
Hall
tweet.
of Time greatest tweets of all time.
Isn't it, I did not fuck my cat.
Yeah, it's
I did not come on my cat.
Rolling.
I did not fuck my cat. I'd love to believe you, buddy, but
Shane Dawson cat tweet.
Okay.
I sent it.
Oh,
Here.
Yeah, perfect.
Give me some kind of dramatic music if you could, please, or angry music, or just set the mood if you could, please, Zach.
Oh no, the picture with it.
Oh, why'd they have to put the kitty? I can't. I did not fuck my cat. I didn't come on my cat. I didn't put my penis anywhere near my cat. I've never done anything weird with my cats. I promised myself I wasn't going to make apology videos after the last year's thing, so I'm just trying to be as short and honest with this as possible.
One of question mark.
That sounds like
We're
a
not
man.
sure how long.
That sounds like a man that fucked his cat.
Oh, I remember there were so many good replies too of people like, I don't even know who you are, but this man definitely fucked his cat based off of this tweet.
Yeah, he had a rough time, man. But like, I mean, the overwhelming. I gotta say, I was surprised. I mean, if you guys want to know, I downvoted the video. First thing I did like this. So,
That's
if you want to know where I stand,
That's interesting.
that's where I stand. By the way,
Years
I wanted to
later.
show this. By the way, a Shane transcending. This was his new thumbnail, super dramatic, and it was just him in his house in a well-lit house talking about whatever. So such a dramatic thumbnail. But I'm not one to talk. But anyway, here he's transcending into.
Oh
the
no!
Joker. You got
Oh,
some competition,
no.
Zach.
He's shame-brained. He's
And one-
in
I guess-
Shane in the membrane.
One last comment that I saw about the that like rehabilitation is fine, but he doesn't need to be famous, you know, or have the
Right,
the
have the
platform
platform.
to
Yeah.
That's true.
influence other people.
The thing is that I see James Charles as an active threat. I obviously don't know Shane, but I don't really see. He hasn't made content that's really concerned me in a long time. In his private
But
life,
you don't know
and
what
look,
he's doing with his influence.
Right. It may be dangerous. Although I have to assume that probably something would be coming out. Like in this day and age, if you fuck around, people find out immediately. That's not to say it's not happening, and he's not a danger. But James Charles has proven himself to be an active fucking threat. I made a video called "It's Time to Stop YouTube Rewind," so fuck me.
Damn.
If you're predatory, you don't deserve a platform.
Yeah.
I mean, a good point.
Yeah.
Because, if by the time we'll find out, it'll be too late because
Yeah,
there will be victims to tell us.
Right.
Oh, I hated that.
Well, in James Charles' case, there are already victims telling us,
But yeah.
and nobody gives a fuck.